Well, tell me, for who doesn't know, who knows about as much as anybody about the new film, tell me a little bit about the character you play in there.
Well, the character I play is Bodhi Rook, and he's not the kind of son or grandson of anyone important in the Star Wars saga. He's just a long-distance truck driver, essentially. He's an Imperial cargo pilot. He's from an occupied planet called Jeddah, which is occupied by the Empire, and so to earn a living, he works for the Empire. You know, just carrying cargo long distance in his shuttle. And it's in the course of this job that he kind of comes across some information that makes him go through a kind of awakening, which is what Bodhi means. And he kind of decides to, well, he just makes some very fateful decisions and is forced to kind of reassess the choices that he has made and his allegiances and his actions. I guess it's ultimately about that moment when you realize you can't just live with your head in the sand. You know, you have to kind of engage with the problems in the world around you.
Is that why it's being called, and I've read 3 separate reviews that have referred to it as the most political Star Wars film. Is that the reason it's being called that?
Well, I think it's natural that people project their own concerns and preoccupations onto a kind of mythic tale like Star Wars. You know, it carries with it a kind of classic, you know, infrastructure of like mythology, so it's kind of going to be timeless because of that. And whatever is going on in the world around us, we're going to kind of almost project that onto it. So maybe at a time of great political turbulence, it's natural that people are interpreting it in that way.
Yeah, I think that's what we've always done. I think if you look at any kind of myths, even the myths that came around, you know, during the stories of King Arthur, the kind of folk tales, I mean, people were projecting class issues onto that. People were projecting worries about their lives onto these stories. I think it's kind of common and kind of usual to project our own kind of fears onto myths.
Yeah, and probably healthy in a way. I mean, hopefully culture is a space for us to kind of work out some of our preoccupations in a way that kind of favors empathy, you know. So yeah, I mean, I think that's certainly something that's exciting about this film is it's and any Star Wars film or a film of this scale is that so many different people, so many different backgrounds are invested in it. You know, at a time when we can, you know, things can feel very divided and divisive right now, political discourse or, you know, unequal societies that we live in and stuff. But man, everyone loves a Star Wars movie. You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter
like,
who you are.
Yeah, and that's something kind of beautiful about that. You know, there are so few things that seem to kind of bring us all together these days. It's something I feel really privileged to be a part of.